Look, sometimes you get a glow up, and sometimes you shit the bed with your new costume design. It's alright, Ben. You've already had 2 all-timers. We can all have a bad day with the costumes. From the Spider-Man Legends Retro series, this is Chasm. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't keep up with the modern Spider-Man comics. I just can't be bothered. I don't think they're that interesting, at least for me. From what I understand, they brought Ben Reilly back recently, which made me kind of interested again, because Ben Reilly, one of my favorite comic characters ever, mostly on the back of 2 really great superhero designs. And this is, spoiler alert, evil Ben Reilly, I think? Let's see what it says on the back. A near-fatal battle between Peter Parker and his clone Ben Reilly leaves Ben rising from the quantum goo as the... Yeah, okay, so literally just evil Ben. Also, quantum goo. Sounds like a fucking Ninja Turtle toy now. Quantum goo. That's not a Marvel phrase that I would have ever thought of, but okay. So, this is maybe not venomized, but kind of in the vein of maybe a venomized Ben. And they're called Chasm. Chasm. Chasm's a hell of a name. Okay. We're just gonna get into it. Getting Chasm out of the box, and I like it. It's using the retro Spider-Man body, which, let's be honest, that's not the best Spider-Man body that Legends has anymore. That would be the Renew Your Vows bod, but still, it's a decent choice of mold. You get a great sense of scale, you get a great amount of points of articulation. The color scheme is actually really popping. I don't feel like, because I've heard a lot of people really shit on this character, the design is decent. Like, I get maybe this isn't your cup of tea, but the purple with the kind of neon green, the turquoise, and then you have the black, it's really, really solid for me. It's 90s as fuck, don't get me wrong, but I like things that are 90s as fuck, at least when it comes to colors. And also, I do like that they've incorporated his web shooters. That's always been one of my favorite parts of the Ben Reilly design, is the external web shooters. So overall, just looking at this guy, I think it's a decent enough figure. The sculpting is also very solid. I love how you can see his nose sculpted and released through the mask. That's always been a great hallmark of the Marvel Legends done by Hasbro, is they always manage to make it feel like there's actually a head under there. The head sculpt's a little weird. Looks a little bit more like a Batman villain, as opposed to a Spider-Man good guy. Like, I could almost see, like, I don't know why. It reminds me of the mask of the Arkham Knight. And it's a very different design, but it has a similar vibe to me. Something about the shape. And then, of course, the body, that looks more like a cockroach than a spider. The fuck is a chasm? I thought a chasm was like a big opening. Is a chasm supposed to be a cockroach? Is that supposed to be a cockroach? Either way, it doesn't look like a spider. So, at the end of the day, you're spending $24, which is way too much for this figure, but you're getting a decent color scheme out of it. Oh, but wait, they included accessories. I mean, clearly I was too hard on this guy. Now he has magic. I've seen that accessory come with, like, the Scarlet Witch before. Is Chasm magic? I need to start reading the comics again, man. I don't understand what any of this is. I guess Chasm has goo. Oh, that's what it is, isn't it? It's probably the cosmic goo. Yeah, that's the only accessory you get. No alternate hands, no alternate face. I don't know what this is supposed to be for Ben, but, like, let's say that this is a zombie, because it's giving me a feeling like, oh, this is supposed to be like a Ben brought back from the dead. Like a zombified, unmasked face would be cool, but at the same time, I have no idea if that's what this is supposed to be or not. So, it'd be nice to get alternate hands, at the very least, or, like, maybe, like, he has the mask of his old Spider-Man costume that he can hold up and be like, I'm not this anymore. Instead, you just get this figure, which looks nice, sure, but it's kind of outdated by Spider-Man standards, and you have the glowy bits. Overall, I'm very underwhelmed by this figure. And it sucks because, you know, I know a lot of people were on a hate train for this figure. I don't hate it, I'm just underwhelmed by it.